Amazon fell by 4.77% on Friday to a price of $114.55. So when will the stock rise and should you buy? Keep watching as we answer that by going through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. First up, Amazon Prime Video might be planning to partner with rivals such as Disney Plus to offer bundles according to the Wall Street. The main factors in making this a hit or miss would be the pricing and the relevance the bundled services hold. If user A likes to watch horror movies, they'd most likely enjoy both Netflix and Amazon Prime, so offering a discounted bundle would likely convert them into a loyal customer. Apart from this, Amazon has halted testing of Scout, an autopilot robot which will drop off packages and parcels. This was done because the prototype didn't meet the exact needs of the consumer, which basically wiped off the entire point of testing further. This is similar to the earlier trials conducted for autopilot drone prototypes aimed at the same goal. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for Amazon, and as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get into the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we can clearly see that, well, Amazon has fallen with the rest of the tech stocks in the past few days. As you guys can see, we did get a gap up over here, but then we made a pin bar candle on the downside, right, which indicated a downtrend, of course. And then we got somewhat of a reversal candle, which did not work exactly. We got some indecision on 6th October, and of course, 7th October had a huge gap down, after which we fell a lot, and this indicated in a fall of about 5%. If we talk about some support levels, we can clearly see that this level over here, somewhere around $112, $113 is strongly supporting the stock. Over here, we did get supported somewhere around these levels, around 114.38, or rather just $114.3. And if we talk about the resistance levels, we can clearly see that this level over here acted up over here as well, right? So it's 11, or rather 118.25, so over here and over here. And of course, it acted as support over here for this Stox candle on 5th October. If we look at the long-term trend, we can clearly see, as we already discussed, that the stock is in a bearish trend somewhat ever since, the entire lockdown stuff happened. Right, so as we can see, it's been in a downtrend after a steady bull run. This is pretty much expected with the entire inflation situation going on. But of course, we can clearly see that the stock got somewhat of a cup and handle pattern, which was pretty much, well, very long, or rather just a very huge range in general, right? So we did get stuck over here sideways, after which we did try to explode, right? But now we're back into that exact same range. So let me clear out all of the past drawings real quick, right? So we're back into this range over here, being resisted at a price of somewhere around $128.74 mainly. And of course, we might get supported, or rather, we'll probably get supported at $100. And of course, I don't believe that we'll drop, all the way down to $100, since the earnings report is really close at 27th October. I believe that it's pretty obvious, or rather pretty possible, for the stock to come down over here to these levels again, somewhere around $108, $110. So $110 would probably be a good level for Mondays, or rather just the next week, right? I don't believe the stock will crash on Monday. In my opinion, the stock should get somewhat of a breather on Monday over here, right? Of course, the day would be volatile, so even if we open in a gap up, we might just end up crashing in the, closing hours. But does that make Amazon a bad buy? Of course not. I already told you in my previous analysis that the stock is one of my personal favorites, and it is obviously very undervalued after this bear run. So a company which is valued at somewhat like $2.5 trillion is just sitting at a market cap of $1.2 trillion. It definitely makes it a good buy and a stable buy for the long term. I personally would give it a long-term target, as I already told you in some previous videos, of about $200 in, I guess, more than 1 year, right? So that would probably take a bit more than a year to accomplish, but I would give it a 2022 target, or rather just a 3 or 4 month target of somewhere around, I would say, probably this range between $125 and $128, because I don't believe the stock market is going to recover that well this year. With all that being said, let's jump into the 1-hour chart to analyze some swing trades. Now, as for the 1-hour chart, we can clearly see that after getting a gap down over here, of course, let's first see a gap up over here, right? We did get a double top at the price of $123 somewhere, right? And after that, of course, we got a gap down over here, which got a pin bar candle on the negative, indicating a further bearish trend, right? We did get resisted at this range of 121, $122. Of course, we got supported as well at a double bottom pretty much at the range of 119, right? After which, of course, we opened in a gap down as I already told you guys over here, and now we're currently being supported around this level at 114.15 pretty strongly and being resisted around this range of 114.94. So the 114 to $115 range is currently, holding the stock. Of course, if we get a gap up on Monday, as I already told you, we'd probably be above this $114.94 range. And of course, that makes us like $115.7 prices or $116, I guess, right? So if we get to that level, I believe that we'll get two green candles. So let me mark that. We'll probably get two green candles before we start getting red candles again. We'll probably get supported at this level once, but we'll probably, break it and go below that. So we'll probably end the day off around the $113 range. But then again, it's just my own opinion, and I don't believe there's much left to analyze in the 1 hour chart. So let's get into the 5-minute charts. As you guys can see right here, we got a pretty much, somewhat of a stagnant bull trend over here, right? Where we did go up, but then we got resisted and range bound over here, slowly causing it to pile up over here into somewhat of a flag pattern, right? Of course, this was pretty much a descending triangle. I'm sorry for that. And after that, of course, when we opened in a gap down, we've currently shown that, the market did get some double tops over here and over here. So this seems to be a strong zone. And of course, this area over here as well, right? This is a resistance, a pretty strong one as well. And over here, we made a double bottom at 1113.75, of course, right? So if we zoom in a bit, we can clearly see that the stock is showing us some patterns over here, right? So we did get a pretty much, a perfect bearish trend over here, after which we got an indecision candle over here, a pin bar candle. So it indicated already that, the stock was going to go down. After that, we did get a, kind of a bullish pin bar candle, right? Because it's on the upside. So it indicates that buyers were still strong. But of course, that got invalidated when the next candle was obviously red. The buyers did try their best to get a hold over here at these two candles on the pin bar candles. But of course, after that as well, we did get resisted at these same levels around $115.6, after which, of course, we went down. Over here, somewhere, we did see some support at, I already told you guys, $114.10 somewhat. And over here, we got another support around $114.35 and a resistance around $115, of course. So this would indicate that, of course, we did get a good, I would say, bullish indication in the last period, which kind of indicates and further proves my point that we might get a gap up on Monday. Now, of course, this gap up might not be applicable to stocks that have been volatile this week, right? Let's say Neo and Rivian and stocks like that. Of course, the EV sector and the meme stocks. But for Amazon, as you guys already know, it's a pretty strong company. And with the Prime Day sale coming up, I believe that we have some good things on the corner. So as I already told you guys, the stock, in my opinion, is in a short-term bearish trend. And these candles have just, kind of proven my analysis. And of course, the stock definitely has good fundamentals and will be valuable as a long-term hold. If you want to trade it intraday, of course, you can do some short trades over here, I guess, right? So if it breaks these levels, you can, kind of mark them up on your own charts and see where they go. But then again, remember that I could be wrong, so this is definitely not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.